Welcome, welcome. It's a Fireswarm Friday. Look, I wanted to play some fun Gwent again, and I just was thinking to myself, you know what I never really gave a shot? Cleaver with Firesworn. I'm not even going to do any other crown splitters. I know he gets all that extra, intimidate from having another crown splitter next to him. We can get that technically with Furco. But really, he's just here to proc spawns with Fallen Knights. We can get 3 with Ulrich. The one thing I think I might end up be hurting for here is Bank, but I'm swapping Bank for Lebiota instead. So we're basically giving up on consistency and going for value. And I think there are enough cards here that work together that we should be able to make it work. I think we can make this happen. I'm going to do one more thing, though. I'm just going to swap him for another dip in the Pontar. I don't think we're going to run into that problem. If we do, we'll swap back. I am using Crystal Skull because I want it for Von Hurst more than I want the coins. Coins just aren't all that consequential in a Fireswarm package. But let's go give this a try, see how it goes. I haven't played it for a long time, and I just remember loving playing it. There's no gourd in this one. So if you wanted to do a gourd package, you totally could. There just are a couple of artifacts, so... but we gotta do Triss Fire Staff. You know what I'm saying? Now we just need the Fire Tornado. Oh, we'll get there. I do like what they did with Yennefer's coin instead of just giving her the... other thing. But anyway, let's jump in. So basically with Fireswarm, if you've never played it before, you're just trying to get as many Fireswarm units out on the board and then using Diazirie, Sacred Flame, a variety of cards to just boost all of your Fireswarm units. And it's not super terribly hard to do. It's a fairly easy deck to play. The learning curve is probably the lowest of all of the Syndicate decks. So if you're just trying to get into Syndicate, you just started Gwent, you want to try something new, this is like the easiest way to get into it. I actually kind of like the matchup against Lippy. Lippy at its heart is truly a swarm deck that revolves around Ceres, so I think we can make this work. I'd like to get Ulrich. Oh my gosh, talk about good luck. Ulrich with Cleaver, bunch of crimes. I don't need Mutant Maker here at all. This is kind of as good as it gets, to be honest. We should get enough for Procession of Penance, so we can use it to throw down some value. Honestly, there's not a whole lot else to do right here. These give me enough coins. And we'll use Helvede for a later round. Now he's going to boost this Fallen Knight by 2, so that should keep us safe. And then we can use Crystal Skull on Cleaver. I think the one thing I would have liked here is probably Furco, just for some consistency. Radvid betrayed the order, then bled it dry. You do have to be careful of uncrate long ships with Cleaver. Just kind of a funny combo. But here, against Lippy, you just try to pump out as many points as you can round 1 to either force the opponent to misplay or to kind of like overplay. But yeah, this is fairly straightforward. Cleaver is a fairly basic card. There's going to be a lot of value drop down onto him as a card. So we might pull out some removal here, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Heat Wave onto Cleaver would not be the end of my day. My guess, if the opponent's thinking about this, they probably have Oniro that was tagged for Ceres. And they're deciding whether or not they want to use that Oniro instead to hit on Cleaver. But instead they go for Terror Crew Axe Wheeler. Alright, everybody gets to make choices. Let's just get some coins in the bank here. No reason to do anything, but we'll go ahead and proc this next turn. Sunset Wanderers with Lippy, I'm guessing. Can see it moving. This is such a great synergy. I love these two together. Kind of fun to just watch. Alright, now you want to play it, and then we can just go ahead and use Payday to get some value if we want. Here instead, we're just going to go for another dip in the Pontar. It's enough coins. And we just keep extending the turn, giving ourselves some options. Can use Helvede here to close out and get Procession of Penance. Now we just have to use our skill to draw into our other Fallen Knight. I will note that they don't actually work that well with Lebiota because you can't give them shields. But Lebiota's in here for both Cleaver, Helvede, Von Hurst, Furco even. Easy choice for us right there. That's why we saved the Payday. Just eliminating engines. Easy peasy. Didn't have to work too hard on that one. We did have to play some cards that were, you know, of value, but wasn't anything crazy. This deck list does have to be Devotion, I will say. So that's just something to keep in mind. Tavern Brawl is really good, but not superbly helpful in this matchup, I don't think. But we'll keep it. There's probably going to be another one of those Ombres coming down. I actually don't know which goes first. You know what? We're going to try this out. I've never actually done this before, if I'm being perfectly honest. Theoretically, if I play this Procession of Penance next to Lebiota, it should get a shield and prevent itself from being damaged. We'll try it out. But here, basically, we're just gonna play all our cards. Just gonna drain the Lippy of all its lifeblood. Alright, looks like it's an Iris deck. There's no reason why you'd have Iris as companions if you didn't have Iris. It's just a terrible card otherwise. Getting the dedicated discard is really nice. I do like... Helvede got boosted to 6 points. A lot of people didn't notice that too. So he's been buffed actually. Which is kind of helpful. Alright. I want to sate my curiosity, but I'm just going to do it after we have... 4 units, so it would normally damage him by 2. We'll just give that a try. But here we can go ahead and get down Helvede. Helvede gets a shield. You actually with Tavern Brawl kind of want mismatch. Alright, so that sucks. So it's not the end of the world. We don't have a ton to do with coins. We're gonna just try this. Ah, I'm annoyed. It's frustrating to me. All right. Again, we're just trying to kill as many units. Just try to drag us out as long as possible. I'm really kind of annoyed about this. That really... I don't know. Bothers me. Bothers me that on-crate Longship pings first before a deploy goes off on a character, but then when it works against you, it cuts the other way. Kind of annoying to me. In fact, I'm gonna go post this in the forum right now. Alright, cool. We got out Draco Turtle, which is a win in my book. And Sunset Wanderers. So we can be done here. We carry over 3 coins. We got all of the opponent's good cards out. We're down a card, but that's okay. Let's see. Bug reports. Okay, these are all excellent. We have enough coins here. We don't really need him. So I'm just trying to dig for another Fallen Knight. Excommunication might get it for us. Jacques Grandmaster also would work really well here. Alright. Let's just see if we can get him to stick. I don't have high hopes, but you never know. We're going to the other row just so he has plenty of room. And you do want to count these out in a really long round because you need to make sure you have enough room. I think we'll be okay here, but it is worth counting. Alright, Fallen Knight's going to take some damage here, so we want to get him boosted up to 6 points. I'm guessing this is Draco Turtle. It is. So predictable. Alright, let's see if we can get our other Fallen Knight. No, but we do get Jacques. I do want to spend his tribute, even though we lose a coin, it's still worth it. And Von Hertz just needs to be at 4 coins, so we can just set it like that. I do actually think we might run out of room here because of Jacques. I was not calculating Jacques in my head. So because of that, what you want to do here let's fill up this row first. So now this row is totally full. Now what we can do is just go ahead and convert these. There's 4 here, and we're gonna need room for 6, so we're 1 over. So we're just gonna convert these all. You know, there's a greater than 0% chance the opponent has something like Hemdall or some kind of row punish. But this is just gonna feed into an Iris. That's why the opponent's not hitting it with this Svalbard Priest. Don't know why we're getting a coin every time we play one of these. I think that this is actually glitched right now. You should not be getting a coin every time you play it. That should only be with lined pockets. Oh, sorry, it's Jacques. Whenever we play a Firesworn card, we get 1 coin. Alright, now we just have to hope this random damage kills one of these guys. No such luck. So right now, we're at 7, so it's only going to spawn 2, but that's okay. And we're just converting as many of these so that when Coral does go off, the random damage just procs wherever. And now Diaz actually finds decent value against Covenant because of this Svalbard Priest. But this does resolve right to left, so he'll get an armor back. Well, that's okay. I have no idea why the Purify is on Fallen Knight, but there it is. Boom. Boom. I think that should be enough, but we're just going to go ahead and drop an extra coin onto Jacques because we can. Guessing this is Iris. Or the opponent's digging for Iris. I don't know. Wish that would have hit one of our many armors, but I think we'll be okay here. There we go. This is like a 34-point play plus 5, so this is pretty massive value, but not nearly enough. All right, that's one win. Let's keep trucking. Doing shorter videos lately, just, you know, I feel like there's some YouTubers who are much more, they have a lot more time. This is how they make their livelihood. Go watch them. This is not a zero-sum game. You can watch me and watch someone else. Watch somebody who can play a lot of games with the deck. I'm here to kind of give you some ideas and to walk you through exactly why you play things in which order. And I think I can do that in only a couple of games in a deck that I know pretty well. So not a whole lot of thinking has to go into that. Well, I am now much less convinced about Lebioda's value. I was really hoping that he would protect Procession of Penance. I did post it in bug reports on the Gwent Partners chat, so we'll see what, if anything, people say back. I don't know. We'll see. I've been waiting forever for them to explain to me why and how cards resolve in what order they do. I actually do like Roderick, and he and Cleaver actually play really well together. It's kind of a weird combo, but it actually works rather well. But I'm going to put Smuggle back. Symbiosis. All right. Everybody gets to make choices. Wind, blow out the flame. Spawn's not super useful, but the passive coin gives me options in later rounds. And it feeds Cleaver, so. Oh, nothing if not fun. Lebioda's thick body though, so sometimes 6 sticks. 6 sticks. Pick up stick. I don't know. Holy crap, man. The choices kids make these days. I mean, he's gonna die, but I don't have a way to protect him later on. Let's just do this and force the opponent to protect this Hamadryad. We're on red coin here, so we can kind of make some of these no unit patient plays and still be okay. But I think we might just be done here. This is a lot of commitment. I mean, Shaping Nature makes sense because you can use it next round. And these 2-point Wandering Treants are really nice. Play really well with Diaz, actually. Yeah, I don't feel the need to really go toe-to-toe with this. We're just going to pass here. My swarm is cooler than yours. Some people are playing this. I was playing Sanjay's deck that he recommended, which was basically this plus just a little bit. 1 second. Let's Smuggle is good value with Fallen Knight and helps Cleaver a little bit, but not a lot. So I'm going to put it back. Tavern Brawl actually might be super useful. And I'm just, honestly, I'm just digging here for Ulrich. No such luck. Looking for Ulrich or Furco. Naivety is a fool's blessing. Alright, now we're just going to try to get her lined up with a big unit and then have them kill each other because it's cool and fun and everybody likes it. I'm going to start with Fallen Knight to ranged. And we're just going to go to 6 just to prevent him from getting removed by... Man, committed this heat wave onto Lebiota is a choice you can make. Not the choice I would make, but... Alright, just more value here. So this is 4/4 would kill her off. Which would be suboptimal. So we're just going to go for Cleaver to start getting some of these points in here. The coins aren't really spending on anyone else, so we're just going to drop that. Shields are difficult for them to deal with. I expect either a Nature's Rebuke or a Forest Protector to come down to remove him immediately. I was correct in my assumption. Not a big deal. Does have to be in the row note for Congregation, so just keep that in mind when you're playing. This is 8 points of removal here no matter what, so there's no reason to fret about it quite yet. Let's just go here. I'm going to do the excommunication. Yeah, no great options. Smuggle is honestly probably the best value here. It does get us a Firesworn unit in the other row, so that works out well. And we're a card ahead and we're up by points. So the opponent is now playing up from the basement. Oh, it's just such a good day in the neighborhood. Alright, we're going to go for Jacques here just to stay in this. I don't love going down by points, but we're up by 1 again. He is such a good finisher to spend that value on. Maybe I'll play it on this Enchantress. You never know. Nope. But I'll tell you what we can do. Just staying up here. Tavern Brawl should close this out for us pretty easily. I don't think the opponent really sees it coming here for whatever reason. Excellent value. Boom! That's how you shut it down. What a massive Tavern Brawl. We're starting to border on the realm of Hero Pass at this point. I'm guessing maybe a Gezrus is what the opponent's going to use for point value at the end, but Gezrus in a short round really isn't great. We'll just have to wait and see. But Diaz is free points, so we can play that if we need to. Obviously we don't. Bad thing here, we don't have a Fallen Knight. So I'd really like a Fallen Knight. I kind of have to like hold the Mutant Maker for the Ulrich so he's not, that value's not lost. These are way too much value. Oh, this feels bad. And this is not 6 points. This is actually 12 points of value. We're just going to call it good. I wish I had better options. I wish I had stuff to spend the money on. Some days you just get crappy draws. But this still plays for 9 points, and it gives me a Firesworn unit in each row. That's just kind of a little bit tricky to deal with. And everybody that we're playing this round is Firesworn, so everybody's going to get boosted by ideas. This is super weird. Everybody gets to make choices, but some choices are just dumb no matter how you try to cut it. Now, Ulrich does have Intimidate, so we're just going to go ahead and get these going because he is an Intimidate engine himself. So Ulrich already playing for 10 points. We do need to get him up one more in order for him to play for his provision count. Okay, this makes sense. I understand why the opponent did that now. They just needed a dwarf. A dwarf. And you do need to get... You can't play Sacred Flame as last say. Obviously, it's going to be Diaz for us here, so...
I believe I heard more coin clinking about.
Ooh, brutal Lacerate. Well timed. Man, I don't see many people bringing Lacerate lately. Could be another one. There could be a Triss. So I think we do want to get this off as soon as we're confident we have most of our units out. So nominally it would be one more point if we saved it. But I don't want another Lacerate coming down and removing all of these units. So Helvede would have been better than Ulrich here just because we could spawn a bunch of units, we could spend our coins, etc., etc. But this is way more than enough. We are plenty in the clear. Just go for value. The opponent doesn't even let us play our last card. Alright, well look, Fireswarm is cool again. Honestly, I had a riot playing it. I think you guys could totally play this and have just a rocking good time. If you are just learning out how to play Syndicate, this is a great deck to start with. But it's good. Try it out. Try it out with Cleaver too. Pretty fun. And I feel like almost all of these cards that you would craft here will have value going forward. You can use them in a whole bunch of decks. You can use Fallen Knights with Igor. Awesome value. You can use Helvede as just a nice spender. You know, he plays for his provision cost, just straight up. So, and you get 3 units with it. So he's actually quite nice. So see here, he's 10 provisions, plays for 6, gets 4 profit. You spend that twice, and you get 2 Firesworn Zealots, 10 points, 6 plus 2 plus 2. So he always plays for value. Pretty easy to just set that up and get that rocking. And Lebiota is actually really good for Northern Realms as well. I know he's not super meta, but he is basically a defender, so it's nice. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you have a hot take on Syndicate, something that you'd like to see, etc.? Let me know. Until next time, though, good luck on the path. Get out there. Keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.